My name is Aram. I'm the co-producer of Kill Every Monster and the co-founder of this network.
My name is Dylan. I'm the other co-producer of Kill Every Monster and the other co-founder of this network. Welcome to Dead Ghost Productions.
Dead Ghost is focused on telling immersive stories while uplifting queer and POC voices. Each show is a TTRPG game that will run about 6 episodes. Every arc will feature a new cast and a new game, starting with Die RPG by Kieran Gillen and Stephanie Hans.
You can listen to early, ad-free episodes by supporting us at patreon.com/deadghostpro. You'll also get exclusive bonus content like our DM notes from Kill Every Monster and our written adventures like Operation Pearl.
Thank you for listening and subscribing to Dead Ghost Productions. Here's a 10-minute preview of Replay, Chapter 1, Room Tone. The show and the network officially launch October 3rd, and you can listen to the full episode right now on patreon.com/deadghostpro. Oh man, Rory, you look great. It feels great, doesn't it?
It's not as bad as it looked.
Okay, then we're all on board. Well, guys, welcome back to the world of the Watcher Bearers. And as I say that, the front doors fling open and you just hear the roar of a boat in the harbor as you can see down into the town square that kind of wraps like a crescent around this beautiful aqua harbor that just twinkles in the distance at 100 sails from 100 ships can be seen out floating in the bay. We're here, guys. We're actually here.
I think it's just a quiet sort of chuckle from Lucas. It's just like, I haven't thought about this space in years.
Are you ready to get started?
You mean there's more?
There's so much more. And I pull out another cheat token, hurl it to the ground, and a puff of dramatic purple smoke swirls up around me in this like little tornado of sparkles and pink and purple glitter and sparks, and then just all falls as if the energy collapsed, and I'm gone. A moment later, the cries start up from the town square. Cries of fear and pain and hunger and rage.
That's not good.
What did he do now?
Did he do that?
And then Deliria, in your head, the Deep One speaks.
They're always so dramatic.
And then warning bells start going off all over the city as terrified citizens begin streaming out of the town square.
My name is Haley, my pronouns are she, any, and I am playing Rory, the Fool.
My name is Jen De La Vega. My pronouns are she, her, and I am playing Fern, the Dictator.
My name is Alex. My pronouns are he, him, and I am playing Andrea, or Andrea, the Emotion Knight.
My name is Banana Chan. My pronouns are she, they, and he, and I'm playing Deliria, the Godbinder.
My name is Kappa. I use he, him pronouns, and I'm playing Lucas, the Neo.
And my name is Aram. My pronouns are he, him, and I am playing Jacob, the Master. Welcome to our first Dead Ghost production, Replay. We met while we were in our teens and started playing and recording an original fantasy story that we broadcast over our local public radio station. The show exploded in popularity, but crashed and burned in the middle of its second season. With some bitterness and estrangement between us, we reunite at a convention on the show's 20-year anniversary to play one more game for the hardcore fans. The tone of this game is dark fantasy. Our personas will confront their past regrets, fight old enemies, remember old grudges, and make hard choices in a world where it's difficult to tell if there's always a right thing to do. The world is frightening and full of challenges, but they may be overcome if you fight hard enough and are willing to make sacrifices.
The characters that we are creating are called personas. They are the real world flawed people with issues. The fantasy archetypes that they gain the powers of are the Paragons. So we're not playing two separate characters each, we're playing a persona who gets the powers of the Paragon.
Only name the persona. So if your persona's name is Jeff, the superhero you play in the game is also Jeff. Yeah, Jeff the Emotion Knight.
Oh yeah, Jeff.
Makes it nice and easy.
Right now I have a Fern, a Lucas, a Rory, a Deliria, an Andrea, and a Jacob.
I'm going to ask 3 types of questions to help us establish our characters and the game. I'm going to ask questions for all of you to answer. I'm going to ask questions that I direct towards one of you, but expect the whole group to chime in. And then I'm going to ask questions specifically of your characters. A happier time. These questions are for everyone. What was our high school like?
Where were we located?
As in geographically?
Good question.
Yes, so it was a suburb, a city, or...
Beach town.
Ooh.
Ooh, beach town.
So we grew up on 90210. West Coast, East Coast, Florida, Texas. Which area, which vibe are we getting?
You know, not uneventful, slower than your big city, but also not like your suburbs where every house looks the same.
Is it a particularly big beachy town? Is it a...
Santa Cruz.
Describe Santa Cruz.
Santa Cruz it's odd. It has the spirit of a big city, but everything moves just a little bit slower. During the summers, there's a lot of tourism involved, so you meet a lot of people. But once autumn hits and goes into winter, the community does feel smaller, tighter even.
I love that. Everyone go with that?
Yeah.
Should probably change the name of it. Or at least come up with a name for the school.
What is the name and mascot of our high school?
Ooh.
A shark?
Oh, I love sharks.
Sharks, perfect.
I was gonna say, do beach towns do that thing where they lean into ocean animals? Because I'm from the Midwest, and the Midwest loves to just think of animals that live in the Midwest, and that's every mascot.
I love the sharks. So we are the...
Any president's name, right? That's
Yes.
how most schools are named.
What's a president's name that has good alliteration?
With shark. Oh,
I mean, I
God.
was going to say Reagan, but that's for different reasons.
No, I'm sorry. Hard veto on Reagan.
I was gonna say Obama,
The Obama sharks?
The Obama sharks.
When is the high school scene set in, though? Would it have Obama as a reference?
It would be set in the year 2000.
Okay.
In fact, it was named after Sherman. They renamed it after
They named it to
Obama.
Obama.
I love that.
There we go.
The mascot is Sherman the Shark, and it's the only remnant of the previous name of the school.
Yes.
There was a big uproar when it all happened. All the merch had to get changed.
The kids were 100% behind it.
The kids loved it.
My real high school did change mascots because it was racist before.
Oh, wow.
My real high school's mascot is the shark.
Love.
No kidding. Speaking of which, let's talk about Bleed. This is from the Bleed section on page 145 of the Die RPG rulebook. Games exist in a magic circle. You're not the character you embody. If I stab and kill you in game, it's not because of my personal enmity to you. It's my character's personal enmity to your character. Bleed, as coined by Emily Care Boss, is what happens when the emotion of one crosses into the other. This is neither a good nor bad thing. Some people actively chase bleed to process, play with, or experience intense emotions. It's also unavoidable, as our brains don't always know the difference between imaginary threats and real threats. Okay, it has been 20 years since we were at school. How did our little gaggle get together?
I mean, if we were involved with the radio station, maybe we were separately either listening or a fan club, or we're DJs ourselves separately.
The radio station is a big pull. Like, it's cool with the kids. It's kind of retro in the year 2000, but like people like doing it. It's kind of a coveted slot. So I could see you all like getting into it for various reasons. When I invited you to the game, I'm going to ask all of you individually, why did you decide to go? Let's start with Banana. Is it Deliria?
Yes, it's Deliria. My actual name is Danielle, but now that I'm a little bit older, I have a new persona. Well, now that might be a little bit confusing, but my now name is Deliria.
Why did you decide to come back to the game?
I wanted to see if I could learn anything from my peers from before. Obviously, we haven't spoken in a very long time. I do have an MLM that I've started, and I just wanted to see if there, anyone who'd be interested in joining my new business venture.
Alex, why did Andrea decide to join this reunion?
I think this is probably a good moment to bring out the name of my persona, which is technically Andrea, but we'll go by Andrea if you call them that. Andrea is he, they. And Andrea, I think, was younger than everyone else. Andrea was probably when everyone was finishing high school. Andrea was just starting high school, and Andrea found out about the show later. Andrea collected the show. Andrea just heard about it, wasn't involved in it, and Andrea became the fan. Andrea was the biggest fan. Andrea, to this day, is the biggest fan. Andrea will tell you that you are wrong if you like literally any other show from any time. That you like The Lost Boys, you're gonna love this show. It has nothing to do with it, but you're gonna love it.
You're one of the reasons the show exists, because you saved recordings of it. Stuff that we would have lost, you actually still have. And that's why there's been a resurgence in popularity, because you helped get the podcast versions ready.
Digitized, yeah.
So the reason that Andrea came to the show is that this is the first time that he can be with everyone. He's wanted this his whole life. That's not ominous at all.
Thank you for listening to this preview of Dead Ghost Productions. Remember to subscribe to the show wherever you get your podcasts. And if you have a few minutes, toss us a 5-star review. We'd really appreciate it.
Replay goes live October 3rd, but you can listen early by supporting us on patreon.com/deadghostpro. Thank you for listening to and supporting queer-run and owned media. This show was produced and edited by Dead Ghost Productions. Find out more about us and all the shows we make at deadghostpro.com.